Welcome to the Rush Interprofessional Leadership Program module on giving effective feedback. We will explore some do's and don'ts when giving feedback, as well as introduce the SBI model for giving feedback. We've all received feedback like this. These examples lacked direction and did not target discrete behaviors. People want to do better, but often need direction. Timely and specific feedback provide that direction and foster the motivation to improve. While well-intended, most feedback is not helpful. If constructed and delivered poorly, it will be ineffective at best, harmful at worst. Lack of effective feedback leads to false assumptions that you're doing a good job, that you're doing a bad job, or that no one is paying attention to the job you're doing. Most feedback, especially formal feedback, is episodic. When it is not done effectively or skipped altogether, the result is a missed opportunity. It also prevents your staff from giving you feedback. Effective feedback can reveal previously undetected opportunities and spark positive change. Regardless of how long you've been in your role, you may have little or no experience giving effective feedback. With this module and practice, your ability to provide effective feedback will improve. Phil was recently promoted to a managerial position based on his clinical productivity and affable personality. However, Phil struggles with the new title and is uncomfortable with his new role relative to his work friends. Ted, a co-worker who is now someone Phil manages, share a mutual friendship. Ted is slightly upset over Phil's promotion. He is resistant in recognizing that he now reports to Phil. Let's take a look at how they interact.
So, look who has an office now. Congratulations.
Yeah, it's great. It's right by the copier, no windows. It's lap of luxury.
Well, keep it up. You know, one day you might get the corner office.
Oh, that's never really been a particular goal of mine.
Right. So, boss man, what do you want to talk about?
Boss man, you're making this so easy. Thanks.
Hey, don't credit me. You're the one who got the promotion in the office. Now, what can I do to help?
Needed to talk to you about open encounters.
So you need me to help you close your open encounters? Is that what you're saying?
No, that wasn't what I had in mind. I actually needed to talk to you about your open encounters.
Well, we all have open encounters. And I thought you might know that now that you're in charge.
We do, but you honestly have more.
I got it, Phil. If we don't close these encounters, then you look bad. Is that right?
That's not really the motivator here, but I need you to work on closing your encounters.
Okay, I got it. You know what? I'll try my hardest. I promise.
All right. Thanks, Ted.
So I'm upset at being passed over. I don't know what it was that they saw in Phil that got him this promotion, or really no one pointed out to me what my deficiencies were as to why I didn't get it. I'm angry and I'm wounded. Phil used to be a guy that I got a chance to work with every day, and now he's been taken away from me and is working in office. And now I have to figure out, how I'm going to work this new relationship with me, reporting to him. And this is going to be difficult.
So this promotion was really unexpected, and I'm still figuring things out, and there are days when I feel super proud, and there are other days where I wish they had picked somebody else. I know my friends that I worked with just a few weeks ago see me differently. I can feel that at some level they resent me. They wish they had gotten the promotion. They don't understand the process about how this happened. And then on top of that, I'm having to give them feedback, and pretty pointed feedback about things that we used to joke about together. So it's really tough, and I'm feeling a little rejected by my friends, and when Ted is bristling at me and throwing out shots, it's just easier for me to let him brush me off and not give him the on-point feedback that I need to.
So what went wrong? Phil got derailed by Ted's kidding. And because Phil characterized the problem with open encounters in only the vaguest of terms, he didn't convey any meaningful, actionable feedback to Ted. Ted's behavior is unlikely to change. Effective feedback is specific and descriptive. The areas targeted for change should be described as specifically as possible in terms of the situation, time or setting, behavior involved, and the impact that behavior had on involved patients, staff, or faculty. For example, in the break room last Friday, the situation, you made reference to those stupid CMAs, the behavior. Several CMAs overheard you, and Eric was so upset that he quit. The impact. Now let's return to Phil and Ted. Witness how differently their conversation is with Phil applying the SBI model to provide specific, actionable feedback.
So, look who has an office now. Congratulations.
Yeah, it's great. It's right by the copier, no windows. Really great.
Well, keep it up. Maybe one day you'll get that corner office.
It's never been my goal.
Right. So, boss man, tell me, what did you want to talk to me about?
Well, Ted, I wanted to talk to you about your open encounters.
Mine are somehow special. You know, everyone here has open encounters, but I guess you're the one in charge of sending that annoying email about the open encounters?
That is me, and we do all have open encounters, but last week, and honestly in all of April and May, you led the practice in open encounters.
Yeah, but I'm also busier than everyone else too. Is this somehow making you look bad?
No, but it is costing us money.
Mm.
Insurers are really looking for excuses to deny us, and late submissions are one of their favorite excuses.
Well, Phil, I'm just kind of teasing you, and I will try harder to get this thing done. Is that offer to get like a scribe or maybe use Dragon Speak still on the table? Because I think that would help me with my documentation.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I know how hard you work, and I know that your patients love you and you take good care of them, but we all have to pay attention to the business side of things too.
Yeah. All right, thanks, man. Well, I'm still upset, but I need to find a new way to work with Phil. I want to be successful, and in order for me to be successful, I need to be able to work on a new relationship with someone who was my coworker and is now my direct report out. And honestly, the easiest way for me to get promotion is to do well in the team. And if the team succeeds, then I succeed too.
So knowing what the vibe in the office is, I went into this session with Ted with a very concrete goal of feedback that I wanted to provide him. I recognized that he might be resistant, and for myself, I really needed to be prepared with specific feedback that I wanted to give him and not let the dynamic between us throw me off. Because I did that, because I was very specific with him, I actually had an opportunity at the end to give him some very sincere praise and I think begin to build a new working relationship with him. So I was able to give him the feedback that I wanted, but also engage him in a way that helped him feel valued and understood.
Much better. In spite of the charged dynamic between he and Ted, Phil was able to provide effective feedback by identifying the specific situation last week, the behavior, open encounters, and the impact, insurance denials, that needed to be addressed. Giving feedback can be difficult and uncomfortable at first. It gets easier with practice and is a key part of being an effective leader. In our live session, we will practice applying the SBI model and introduce some advanced techniques for using feedback to motivate your staff.